Biafra, superstars, media.
My fellow Biafrans, how are you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, tonight. Good night to my people. I want to call upon the President of Finland, President Alexander Stubb. We want you to learn from Canada. Today as we speak, Canada has done what is right. The man they call General Musa, who has been boasting all across Nigeria, calling Simon Ekpa a terrorist. Today, Canada has denied him visa entry into Canada. President Alexander Stubb, what does that tell you? That tells you that your allies from the international world, the developed countries, they know the truth and they are doing what is right. As we speak to my people, the Prime Minister of Canada has done the right thing, Mr. Justin Trudeau. Today we are hearing that the one they call Musa, General Musa, a Fulani man, an Islamist with a Christian name, in Nigeria was denied visa entry to Canada. We are glad that America and Canada, they now understand the memo. They understand the assignments. President Donald Trump has also made sure that $1.2 billion of the US aid coming to Nigeria has been stopped. This is what we expect from the Western world, the enlightened world, which is why we are calling on Finland. The president of Finland should learn from Canada. Alexander Stubb, we call upon you to please learn from Canada, because those who gave you wrong information about Simon Ekpa, they are being denied access to the Western world. So why do you still believe in them? Why do you believe in Nigeria? Why do you believe in the politicians, the criminal politicians in Nigeria? You know, when it comes to fraud, Nigeria is synonymous to fraud. The politicians, fraud is their middle name. So why will you believe and listen to what they are saying about Simon Ekpa, who is a Finnish citizen? Go and check his criminal record. Simon Ekpa has no crime or no criminal record in Finland. All the Nigerian politicians did, all the government parastatals did from Nigeria is give Simon Ekpa a bad name just to hang him. President Alexander Stubb, you must learn from Canada. You must learn from Justin Trudeau. He's done a very good job by making sure that Nigerian government parastatals, all the different people working in the government, all the officials, they were being denied visa entry to Canada because they are criminals. We've been saying this all this while. The whole world knows this. ICC knows this. Just the other day, the president of Nigeria was tagged the third most corrupt in the world. President of Finland, what else do you need? What other evidence do you want? I understand you are interested in gas coming from Nigeria, the oil coming from Nigeria, but hello, I've got news for you. We are the owners of the oil. The Biafrans are the owners of the gas. So what else do you want? When you know that once we get our independence, Simon Ekpa will work with Finland because he loved Finland so much. Even what we are doing, it was a blueprint designed from the blueprint of Finland. Today, I want to let you know, as we're about to listen to your speech you made towards your love for Ukraine over Russia, that's the same way Simon Ekpa loved his birthplace, Biafra. After we hear this, I will take you to the man who was boasting that Simon Ekpa has done all crime and he was collaborating with all the different government parastatals in Nigeria to make sure Simon Ekpa was returned to Nigeria. That same man, a general known as the CDS, an Islamic man with a Christian name. What an irony. An Islamic man with a Christian name. That same man has been banned from entering Canada. We know the game they play. We know Canada has the intel. It might be like a shady deal for crude oil or whatever, but they disguise as if they were going for a seminar. We know how they roll in Nigeria. They claim the military men were going for a seminar. But Canada said, no. We have the intel. We know what's going on. And they denied them visa. So what else is Finland waiting for? Learn from Canada, a developed country, just like Finland. So right now, Alexander Stubb, as we hear from you, what you're saying, professing about Ukraine, I will also play to you the man who says Simon Ekpa has done all wrong, who calls Simon Ekpa a terrorist, who calls Simon Ekpa a killer of his people, but today, Canada has stopped him from entering Canada. My people, I present to you the words of President Alexander Stubb of Finland when it comes to the affairs between Russia and Ukraine. Listen.
Finland's winter war lasted 105 days. Your war has lasted 10 times longer. We understand what you're going through. We will support you for as long as it takes. We support you because it is morally right. We support you because you're fighting for your independence. But we also support you because you're fighting for Europe's security. We support you because you're fighting for your independence. But we also support you because you're fighting for Europe's security.
Hold it there, my dear. Hold it there. Hold it there for me. What you've just said, my people, is the one they call Mr. Alexander Stubb. He has spoken. You've heard from him, where he was speaking highly of Finland and their support for Ukraine. Today, I will also present to you an interview of the one they call General Musa, where he was discussing Simon Ekpa. He was pretending to be holier than thou. He was acting as if his hands were clean. He was pretending, pandering to the media of Nigeria. But today, Canada has exposed them to the world because Canada has the information. They see how these men are killing the Christians in the land of Biafra. They see the antics. Not only that, when people run to Canada and they claim asylum, in their case, they lay it out how Nigerian military, the Islamic military, are coming to Islamize them, coming to the land to kill them because they are Biafrans, because they said they want to be free. And before you know it, with the evidence they are giving to the Canadian immigration, they've gotten a handful, and they know that the culprits, those who are really responsible for the problems, the ills happening in that zoo called Nigeria, are the Islamic jihadists, are the Fulani cabal, those that Britain told they were born to rule, the Islamists, and a man like General Musa. Now, hear the way he spoke when he pretended as if Simon Ekpa was a problem. Listen to what he said, then I'll come back.
Ask you about the IPOB. Let me ask you about the IPOB agitation. Simon Ekpa, for example, you've told me before that you're working with the foreign authorities to ensure. But now, what updates do you have now?
No, I think the Finnish government have their own procedure they're going through. The Nigerian government have forwarded all the relevant documents, exhibits, and everything about what's going on. So I'm sure I'm sure justice will be done.
So it looks like it's taking longer than necessary.
Well, it's not our country, it's a sovereign country. They have their own procedures, so they have to follow their own procedures. Ours is to ensure they will follow up and make sure that we monitor what's being done. But I'm sure they will do, because we have been able, I think the Attorney General did a fantastic job, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the Minister of Defense, together with the Office of the National Security Advisors, comprehensive things were done, exhibits were forwarded that will enable them to be able to take action.
Hold it there. President Alexander Stubb, this man just discussed, or he mentioned, that all the government agencies in Nigeria, including the National Security Advisor, they have gathered all the evidence against Simon Ekpa and they have forwarded it to Finland. And they are confident that Finland will do the right thing. But guess what? President Alexander Stubb, guess what? This same man you are seeing here Canada has denied him visa because of some criminal intels they got about him. This is what we are telling you, that these guys, they are the problem. They are the ones responsible for the ills happening in the land of Biafra. And even in Nigeria, the Christians are being killed in their thousands every day as we speak. And guess what? He also said that the NSA, the National Security Advisor, was part of those that gathered information against Simon Ekpa. But guess what? Guess the language, the response given by the National Security Advisor when he found out that this man here, General Musa, was not given a visa to Canada. He said Canada can go to hell. That's the language coming from the so-called National Security Advisor of Nigeria. He said Canada can go to hell. Finland, this is what awaits you if you don't skip to the loo of Nigeria. Finland on Finland. This man who you see speaking here, who is pretending to be holier than the Pope, today Canada has denied him visa to enter Canada. What does that tell you? President Alexander Stubb, what does that tell you? Please, lend me your ears. You must learn from Finland or learn from Canada. Finland must learn from Canada. Do what is right. The whole world demands that from you. Because when it comes to the country that practice rule of law, Finland is always number one. Sweden can be number two. Finland is number one. When Sweden is number one, Finland is number two. So how come today, when it comes to the case of a black Finnish citizen, Simon Ekpa is a black man and he's a Finnish citizen, how come in the case of a black Finnish citizen, you are allowing Nigeria, a third world country, for crying out loud, a third world country, an underdeveloped country, you are allowing them to control you, to cajole you, to punish a citizen from Finland? Where is this done? It's unheard of. It is unheard of that a third world country, a criminal enterprise, whose president is the number 3 most corrupt person in this world. Oh my God. Whose governments, whose leaders are planning to Islamize the country, whose military parastatals are killing the Christians all across Nigeria, whose government and politicians are pandering to the caliphate, are bringing in Boko Haram, ISIS, ISWAP, Lakorawa and the rest of them. They are integrating extremists, terrorists into Nigeria. And guess where they place them in their location? They send them to the Christians' locations, the communities where the Christians are based. And when they come, they see them as the infidels. They kill them in the night, they chase them away, and before you know, the land belongs to them. This is what they are doing. And not only that, those lands, they are peculiar. There is something special about the land, the resource underneath the soil of that land. China knows about it. Nigeria knows about it. Hence, they have sent the terrorists to come and kill the people, maim them, chase them away, scare them away, and take over the lands. President Alexander Stubb, Finland must learn from Canada. This man who is speaking about Simon Ekpa, today, he cannot gain access to Canada. What does that tell you? Let's keep on speaking. Listen.
Dangerous was Simon Ekpa's activities and all allied or related to your office.
Take it back. Listen again.
Let me ask you about the IPOB agitation.
Listen.
Simon Ekpa, for example, you've told me before that you're working with the foreign authorities to ensure. But now, what updates do you have now?
No, I think the Finnish government have their own procedure they're going through. The Nigerian government have forwarded all the relevant documents, exhibits, and everything about what's going on. So I'm sure I'm sure justice will be done.
So it looks like it's taking longer than necessary.
Well, it's not our country; it's a sovereign country. They have their own procedures, so they have to follow their own procedures. Ours is to ensure they will follow up and make sure that we monitor what's being done. But I'm sure they will do, because we have been able, I think the Attorney General did a fantastic job, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the Minister of Defense, together with the Office of the National Security Advisors, comprehensive things were done, exhibits were forwarded that will enable them to be able to take action.
How dangerous was Simon Ekpa's activities and all allied
Very,
or
very
related
dangerous.
to your office and to the Nigerian society?
Innocent people were killed just by his utterances. And so we needed to stop that. And that's, immediately they picked him, you see that it has gone down. There are people like him that are also doing those things. We're also equally going after them, both outside and within. There are people that benefit. You know, the funny thing about the country is that some people think everything is about politics. So there are individuals that feel if there is peace, then maybe the government is doing too well. And then people want to applaud. So some people intentionally want to make sure that the country remains ungovernable. There's strife everywhere, but innocent people are killed. If you want to be a leader and you are praying for some people to be killed just because you want to,
you are the one killing them. You are the ones doing the killing. You are the ones killing the Christians. You are the ones embedding terrorists into the Nigerian military. You are the one. You are the one giving the go-ahead for terrorists, for Boko Haram, ISIS, ISWAP, Lakorawa to be reintegrated. You call them born again. In 2 weeks, you say they have repented. And next thing, we are integrating them into the land of, into the military, and sending them into the land of Biafra to kill the Christians. Musa, it is you doing it. You are the CDS of that so-called Nigeria, the chief of the defense staff. That is your job role. You are the one giving the assent, the go-ahead for terrorists to be integrated into your military. It is you. And today, Canada has exposed you. They did not give a terrorist visa to Canada. You are a terrorist. And today, Canada has denied you visa. This has vindicated Simon Ekpa. We know who you are. You are devil. You are the Lucifer, the son of perdition. We know who you are. You can pretend to the Nigerians. You can pander to the media of Nigeria. They are scared of their license. We know that. Hence, this is how far they can go. They are scared of you. They are scared of the government. They pretend to be independent, but we know they are not free. So keep on pandering. But today, Canada has denied you visa. Not just you and your colleagues, you and your military men were denied visa to enter Canada. Guess what? America will be next. Guess what? ICC will be next. Hence, we are calling on Finland. Finland, oh Finland, do what is right. Do what is right, Finland. You are a country that we hold on a very high esteem. Do what is right. Don't follow the ways of Norway. We understand just last year, Norway made $1.2 billion from Nigeria. We know that. But don't follow their ways. Don't be enticed with it. Today, Norway is holding Dr. Cho, the leader of the Ambazonia movement. Norway, that's in Norway. Don't be influenced. Don't be cajoled by Norway, Finland. Simon Ekpa is a citizen of Finland. He loves you. He loves your country. You and Simon, you are best of friends. You are in the same political party. I saw your pictures 10 years ago, 15 years ago with Simon Ekpa when you were a young man in that party. Alexander, stop. Do what is right. Do what is right. Do not betray Simon Ekpa for Nigeria. Nigeria cannot be trusted because what they are doing is to Islamize Nigeria. Don't do that to a people. Be fair to a people. Be fair to the Christians in that locality called Nigeria. Be fair to them. Be kind. Look at them. Hurry to their aid. Do what is right. Forget about the gas. Forget about the oil. We the Biafrans were the owner of the gas and oil. And you know, when we get our independence, Finland will be very special to us. Because from Finland, we declared our independence. Our prime minister hails from Finland. You are special to us. President Alexander Stubb, Finland must copy Canada. Thank you and God bless you. Above all, I say may God bless the people of Biafra and may God bless Biafra. Thank you.
Yeah, check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Lugan, Bloomington, Lord Lugan, and it's wild Flora show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation, ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Oduduwa, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.